Good evening. Here's a look at today's top international headlines. President Trump stated he wouldn't rule out deploying U.S. troops to Venezuela, citing concerns about individuals being released from Venezuelan prisons and entering the United States. This comes after previous statements suggesting potential negotiations with President Maduro. In other U.S. news, President Trump is reportedly ready to sign a bill tightening sanctions against Russia, provided he retains final decision-making authority over their implementation. A White House official emphasized the importance of this provision for the president's approval. Moving to Southeast Asia, Cambodia and Thailand are accelerating efforts to demarcate their shared border. A key technical meeting was held at the Poipet border gate to develop a plan for surveying and inspecting the demarcation progress between landmarks 42 and 47. The joint move aims to bolster border stability. The United Nations has addressed the conviction of former Bangladeshi Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, calling the verdict an important milestone for victims, but opposing the imposition of the death penalty. Hasina was tried in absentia and sentenced to hang for crimes against humanity related to a crackdown on student protests in 2024. Turning to the Middle East, the UN Security Council adopted a U.S.-drafted resolution endorsing President Trump's Gaza peace plan. The resolution allows for the establishment of an international stabilization force and a peace council, chaired by President Trump, to oversee Gaza's reconstruction and economic recovery. President Trump hailed the Security Council's vote as paving the way for peace. However, Hamas has officially rejected the UN resolution on the Gaza peace plan, arguing that it doesn't meet the rights of the Palestinian people and seeks to impose an international trusteeship. Algeria emphasized that any peace effort must prioritize justice for Palestinians, while the U.S. welcomed the resolution as constructive and historic. Russia and China abstained from the vote. North Korea has criticized the U.S. decision to allow South Korea to build nuclear-powered submarines, viewing it as a confrontational stance. KCNA news agency stated that this signals a more dangerous direction for the U.S.-South Korea alliance. In Russia, the FSB claims to have thwarted a terrorist attack targeting Security Council Secretary Sergei Shoigu. The FSB alleges that an explosive device disguised as a vase was placed at the cemetery where Shoigu's relatives are buried. Finally, Ukraine is reportedly planning to purchase up to 100 French-made Rafale fighter jets over the next decade, along with air defense systems. Presidents Macron and Zelensky signed a document on the procurement plan during Zelensky's visit to Paris. Stay informed and subscribe for more international news updates.